Mikey, battle, me, PlayStation, you, Nintendo.
Ha! I'm in! Nintendo's better anyway. 10 minutes? Easy. Alright, let's get started. Nintendo isn't just a console, it's an art. The key is not to rush. Everything has to be perfect. I'll start with the base. Keep it compact like a real console. Now, the details. These buttons have to look flawless, or JJ will start nitpicking right away. Does he even understand what classic means? PlayStation? What a rival! He'll probably just drop a box and slap a logo on it. But me? I'm putting my heart into this. Colors. White and red, as always. Yep, that's classic! These colors alone say, we are Nintendo! Now the screen. Oh, the screen has to be bright, so it's clear who the winner is. I need to add some decoration. Maybe I'll draw a pixel Mario. Yes, that'll be the perfect touch. All right, just need to check it from the side. Whoa, it looks amazing! JJ doesn't even know what's coming. Victory will be mine! When I was a kid, this Nintendo was my real dream. Every morning, I couldn't wait to play it. I remember inserting cartridges, and the whole room would fill with the sounds of those old games. It was so simple, but so cool. All I needed was the console and a screen. No extra fuss. And JJ, PlayStation, right? All those modern gadgets, the graphics. But we didn't have any of that when we were kids. It's just not the same. Nintendo isn't just a console, it's memories. You turn it on, and you're instantly back in your childhood. It's so real. PlayStation? Sure, it's cool, but compared to Nintendo, it's just a box with games. Nintendo is a whole world. JJ will have that plastic thing, and I'll build a true legend. Nintendo has always been a part of my childhood. When I held that cartridge in my hands, all I could think about was adventure. Every game wasn't just a game, it was part of my life. How many hours I spent fighting enemies in Mario or solving puzzles in Zelda? Nintendo taught me to appreciate simplicity and creativity.
PlayStation isn't just a console, it's a symbol of progress. The graphics, the sound, the entire world of games. I remember when I got it as a kid, I couldn't stop playing. First Crash Bandicoot, then Gran Turismo. It was something amazing. Every game felt like an adventure, and it didn't take long to become a part of your life. And Nintendo? Sure, they're cool, but those are old toys. PlayStation is the future. There's something for everyone here. More options, more excitement. I remember how I tinkered with this console. It wasn't perfect, but there was something special in its imperfections. You didn't need much to have fun. Unlike Nintendo, where it's more about nostalgia. No, I'm not against old consoles, but I like the feeling of progress when you see how the world of gaming evolves. I'm building PlayStation, and it's not just a toy. It's a force that changes everything. PlayStation is like a window to another world, a world with no limits for imagination. Every game, every new release gives you the chance to be anyone. It's not just a flat picture on the screen, it's a whole living world. You immerse yourself in it, and everything around you becomes real. All of this happened because of PlayStation. I remember sitting in front of this console and time just disappeared. Unlike Nintendo, which reminded me more of childhood memories, PlayStation was always something bigger. It opened new horizons, all those dynamic scenes, realistic characters. You're not just playing, you're experiencing it. And Nintendo, it was great, but always felt a bit limited. With PlayStation, it's like you become part of the game. For me, PlayStation is more than just technology. It's part of my life. It's not just a console, it's my gateway to the world of gaming. All those moments when you win a game, when you manage to get through a tough level, those aren't just victories in games. They're small achievements that give you confidence in real life. Unlike Nintendo, where everything always seems so simple and innocent, PlayStation makes you think, makes you act. PlayStation was more than just a gaming device to me. It was an opportunity to experience moments that couldn't be lived on other consoles. I remember the first time I played The Last of Us. That game completely absorbed me. The emotions I went through were real. I wasn't just pressing buttons, I was living in that world. I felt every loss, every victory. And what's amazing is, it felt so real that I could almost believe I was in that devastated world. PlayStation games were always more immersive. They made me think, feel. For me, each of these games was something important. Part of my life, part of my experience. It was like living multiple lives in one. When I think of PlayStation, I don't just think of all those years spent with the console. I think about how it changed my view of gaming in general. PlayStation made games deeper. Unlike Nintendo, which felt more like cartoons and toys, PlayStation took gaming to the next level, making players think, make important decisions, and take action. All those stories, those characters I grew close to, shared their struggles, losses. That's what makes PlayStation special. I wasn't just playing, I became part of those stories. Every game I played left a mark on my soul. At first you just play, but then you become part of that world, and then that world stays with you for a long time. Take God of War, for example, a game that taught me to appreciate not just action, but complex relationships between characters. At first, you see Kratos as just a warrior, but with every new moment, you realize there's so much more behind that image. In his struggle, in his relationship with his son, you see the weight of life, the tragedy he has to face. It wasn't just an adventure, it was a journey through real life. And when you go through all that, you don't want to let go of that game. PlayStation makes you experience moments that stay with you long after you leave the game. And that's what matters to me. I can play and still think about it after.
I got so caught up in the building process that I almost forgot how awesome it was to play those games back in the day. You know, JJ, sometimes I just want to go back and feel that rush of— No way! I'm here in the world of Mario! This is just unbelievable. I've dreamed for so long of being here, and now I'm actually in the game from my childhood? I remember sitting in front of the TV when I was younger, dreaming that I would somehow end up inside this game. And now, here I am, jumping on these platforms, dodging spikes, and collecting stars. It's like getting back all those feelings from when I played as a kid. Every little detail of this world is so familiar, so nostalgic. I can't believe I lost again! How could I? This is so frustrating! Everything was going so well. I was almost at the finish. But these platforms, these traps, everything went wrong. Why did I rush? I should have been more careful. Well, looks like I have to start over. But I'll totally beat this. It's just another level to get through like I've done 1,000 times before. It's not gonna break me. I used to replay these levels so many times as a kid, and I'll definitely make it through now. I just got a little flustered, but this isn't the end. Next time, I'll be more cautious. I'll plan every step. I can do this. I know I can beat this level no matter what. There we go! Everything's going right again! I'm back in the game! Now I know exactly what to do, how to avoid those traps. I remember when I was younger, how I'd memorize every level, every move, every platform. Now I'm feeling that rush again, just like the good old days. Yeah, it's tough, but it's exactly what I need. I'm almost there. I just need to take my time, watch carefully, and not panic. That's it, I'm ready. Just a few more steps, and this level will be beaten. I know how to do this, and now I'm going to nail it. I'm back in the game, just like when I was a kid, and it feels awesome. I just can't believe I'm here again. In this world, in Mario, all these levels, all these familiar platforms, spikes that used to make me nervous when I was a kid. I was so hooked on this game that I would sit in front of the screen for hours, constantly trying to beat everything it threw at me. The time spent in this world became a true part of my childhood, and now I'm here again. It's like a dream come true. I never thought I would actually find myself in my favorite game world. I know it might sound weird that I'm here, but instead, I feel joy. This isn't just a game, it's part of my childhood, and now I get to experience it all over again. I've already jumped on these platforms a few times, tried to defeat the Goombas and collect coins, and despite all the traps and challenges, I just can't stop. It feels like coming home, even though I guess no one is waiting for me at home anymore. But in this world, I've always felt comfortable. Every level, every new danger, it brings me back to the days when I was a kid, without worries, without the complications of life. Just play. And you know, When I was younger, I used to think I could pass these levels without any effort. It felt so natural, just an entertaining game, not something that actually requires effort. But now, being here again, I realize how much my perspective has changed. This world has become not just a game, but a real challenge. I have to be careful, think ahead to get through each level, avoid traps, and not get caught up in trouble. It's not just fun, it's a real fight for success. Back then, I played without thinking about the challenges, but now I see how much I've grown. Though, deep down, I'm still that kid who loves these games, and despite all the challenges, I enjoy every moment. Oh, here it is! That moment when you realize everything you've done so far was just preparation. Ahead is the boss. I remember when I was a kid, playing, thinking I finally reached this level, but still couldn't beat him. Now I'm standing in front of him, and it feels just like it did back then. Every encounter with this boss was a real challenge. He's just as tough as before, not giving me a single chance to relax.
Please save me. I'm in danger. You won't leave me here, right?
Ha! What a twist! Who would have thought I'd have to make this kind of choice? Save the princess or take this completely useless bush? Seriously? A bush? Yeah.
Hey, Sonic, is this really you?
Whoa! Who are you? Did you really scare me? Ha ha, you're something else. Well, I'm not mad, but now you've got a challenge. Let's race and see who can get to the ice area faster. You ready?
Didn't expect that, but I'm in. This will be fun. Let's see who's faster.
Oh, you agreed? Awesome! This is gonna be fun. But remember, I don't just race through these worlds. I'm always in first place. The ice area isn't just a race.
What? He already started? Damn, I didn't even have time to get ready. Sonic's like lightning. How does he do that? He's just gone in an instant. All right, no time to panic. I'm not slow either. I can catch up. I just need to keep him in sight. Although, to be honest, he probably won't hold back. This whole world is fast, just like him. But whatever, I'm not falling behind. I'll show that I can keep up. At least staying close to him is a win. Now focus, JJ. Don't think you're slow. You need to speed up. I'm still running. Sonic is far ahead, but I'm not falling behind. It feels like everything around me is speeding up, and I need to be ready for anything. The slippery surfaces, no joke. I almost fell a couple of times, but managed to stay on my feet. I've got to be careful. I can't afford to fall, or it's all over. I noticed there are platforms ahead that I need to jump across. It's like one of those hardest game levels where every step can be decisive. Jumping. It's not as easy as it looks. These are high jumps that require precision. But despite the difficulty, I'm getting through them. I'm starting to feel my speed increase, and I'm getting more confident. Sonic's still ahead, but I'm not falling behind. I can't afford to doubt myself. This race has become more than just a race. It's a test of endurance. There, ahead, another obstacle, a narrow bridge. It's so thin that one wrong move and I'll fall straight into the water. My heart's racing, but I know I just have to keep going despite the fear. A small step to the left and I'm on the other side. Success! But I can't relax yet. I still can't afford to fall behind. And now I see the finish line ahead. I'm speeding up and with each step— What?
You finally arrived, little hero. Sonic and all your friends, they're all so predictable. You came here to save him, didn't you? But it doesn't matter anymore.
You think I'll just give up? No, you're wrong. Sonic is in danger and I'm not letting you win. You've gone too far, Eggman. You don't understand who you're dealing with. I'm not some random guy who'll just surrender. I have the strength and determination. You're no longer in control. You just haven't seen it yet. I'm going to fight no matter how tough it gets. I'll break through your traps and your tech. You can't stop me. I've won. It wasn't easy, but I couldn't stop until I did what needed to be done. Eggman thought he could break me, but I didn't give in. I couldn't let him continue his evil plans, but now I need to move on. Sonic is somewhere here, and I can't waste any more time. He must be in danger, and I have to save him. I know I won't be searching alone, and it won't be easy.
You came? I knew you wouldn't leave me. I never doubted for a second that you'd find a way to save me. You're always there when it counts, ready to help. This is amazing. Eggman thought he could keep me locked up here, but I knew with you, it'd be different. You're a true friend, JJ.
So this is where you are. You think you can just escape that easily? No, Not so fast, my dear friends. I'm not letting you get away. Everything you've done is just a delay of the inevitable. This world, this control, everything will be mine. You thought you could stop me. Let's see how you handle what I've prepared. Your efforts are futile. No matter how hard you try, no matter how fast you run, I'll always be right behind. And you won't defeat me. I won't let you go.
Listen, buddy, we need to get out of here as quickly as possible. We can't waste any time. Eggman won't just sit back, and if we don't hurry, he'll catch us again. You know that the longer we stay here, the more likely it is he'll trap us again or set up another one of his schemes. We need to get out and act fast. We're going down too fast. We need to be more careful if we don't want to fall into another trap. Eggman isn't the type to just sit and wait while we make our way down. He's always one step ahead. But even so, I'm not stopping. We're almost there, and we need to keep this pace.
Thank you, JJ. You don't know how much I appreciate it. We've been through so much, and you didn't stop for a second. Without you...
Well, I'm back. Listen, Mikey, you won't believe what I went through. I ended up in Sonic's world, fought Eggman, saved Sonic from his clutches, and even had a race with Sonic himself. By the way, he's really fast.
Wow, that sounds awesome, JJ. Sonic, a race and fighting Eggman? I can't believe it. As for me, I wasn't bored either. I ended up in Mario's world,